Hey guys, Bob Ross here, and welcome to another Technique Tuesday. Last week I went into the topic of intervallic chords. This week I'm going to continue with intervallic chords, and I'm going to show you a new voicing that you can use. I'm going to preface this by saying to be very careful with these particular chord shapes that I'm going to show you today. Depending on the scale length of your guitar, as in the case of this guitar here, I have a Telecaster, which the neck length is a bit longer than the Gibson's. You need to be careful that with some of these shapes that you don't cause injury to your fingers. So ease your way into some of these, or another tip, another way that may be useful to get these shapes under your fingers is to angle the neck of your guitar up. As you've seen with players, the one that really stands out to me is John Stoll. John Stoll plays with his guitar pretty high up. And if you notice, if you ever watch his videos, if you notice, he's able to reach those shapes much more easier. So when you practice these, please be careful. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so for these intervallic chords, I'm going to slowly show you the notes that I'm using and discuss the intervals as well. I'm going to start at the higher part of the fretboard because it's a little bit easier to start at the top and then move your way down to allow your hand to adjust to the stretching that's going to take place. So the first chord that I'm going to make here, the first intervallic chord, is I'm going to start with a D, and I'm still using the top 4 strings. I'm going to start with a D on string 4, fret 12. Then I'm going to use an A with my pinky on string 3, fret 14. Then I'm going to use my third finger to play the note B on string 12, string number 2, fret 12. And then I'm going to use my first finger to play string 1, fret 10. So what I have here is a fifth on the bottom, the D to the A. The D to the, the A and the B are a second, and the B to the C are a second. So I have a fifth and a second that I'm stacking here. So this is the sound that you get when you put those together. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking about this, I'm going to use the key of G once again to walk my way down through the notes that are available. So I'm going to drop the lowest note to a C. I'm going to keep the pinky here on string 3, and I'm going to drop to the note G. I'm going to use an A with my third finger on string 2, and now I'm going to go to the note B on string 1. Now for this next one, I'm going to go down to basically the same. The fingers are going to keep close to the same shape. I'm going to drop to a B, third string's an F sharp. Well, actually what I'm going to do here is I have to switch. So the third finger is going to go to string 4 now. So here's a B, pinky plays the F sharp. The second finger plays the note G on string 2, and now my first finger is going to stretch all the way down here to string number 1, fret number 5. Now I'm going to keep moving this down. So now I'm going to have an A, an E, an F sharp, and a G this time. It's going to be on string number 1. Okay, so this stretch here is one of the harder ones. It is quite a stretch for the first finger. Okay, then I'm going to keep dropping down. So I'm going to have the note G, the note D, the note E, and the note F sharp. And then I'm going to drop down one more time. So now I'm going to have a F sharp, a C, and this time The shape has changed a little bit with my fingers. I'm going to go down to a D and then an open E. Okay. So prior to that, so going back up. This one here is the one that has a bit more stretch, at least to me. Okay. And I'm going to go to, from this one here where I had these notes, and I'm going to go up to here. Oh, there it is. Jumped ahead of myself. B, F sharp, G, and A. And then back to C, G, A, B. And then D, A, B, C. So you can apply these over many different chords. Right now I'm thinking, like I said, in G. But these can be taken to play over other chords as well in other keys. And for now, I would keep it as just an exercise in order to get accommodated to the stretch, the intervals, take it through multiple keys, and then try to experiment with some of these sounds. Alright guys, hopefully you have found this useful and that you can hopefully put this into your playing. These kind of chords create some interest, and it breaks up the usual grips, the usual chord voicings that so many of us use. Now, I want to say once again, when you work on these chords, please pay close attention to how your hand feels when playing these. If you notice that you're having a lot of pain in your hand, then stop. Take it easy. Allow your hand to adjust to some of these stretches, because I know some of them are pretty far out. And I don't want you guys to hurt your hands doing this just to try to create a new sound. So please take it easy. Also, I want to mention that I recently started using strings from String Joy. They're a string company that makes handmade strings. And they have customized sets that they will send. And what I was using before was the Dario strings, 12 gauge with a wound third. So with these particular strings, I also put these on my Gibson ES-175. These strings, I'm still getting used to them, but I like what I hear so far. I like the feel of them. And I'm going to make a video that discusses this a little bit more in the near future. So if you guys haven't checked out String Joy yet, then go to their site, go on Facebook, find their page, check them out, and give them a shot, because I think that you'll be happy with the sound and the feel that you get from these. Now, as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Please share this video if you found it helpful, or you know other people that might find it helpful. And stay tuned for next week's part 3 on intervallic chords. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.